It is time for some Enderal, and we finally made it to the Ark. Currently in the marketplace. Blah, 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 blah. That's just stupid, someone says. I can't wait to see what the people in town have to say. What they sell.
Anything for friends of path-abiding magic.
And everything is voiced. People are actually talking. The town feels alive, and I love it for it.
Yeah? What do you want?
Are your wares for sale?
No, I just put them out for you to look at. Tell me what you need, and be quick about it.
How rude. Here's a bee for you. How do you feel about that? Wow, we have a lot of pennies. I believe I mostly got rid of my stuff. You can also have these leather boots. I do not need them anymore. I'm going to give you 5 damage, 3 damage on this. Oh, the steel arrows are much better. I'm currently using the normal arrows. Cure disease potion. Potion of protection, stamina. I'm gonna hold on to these. You never know, we might need them at some point. Fermented goat. No. Do you also sell information?
Information? What do you mean?
I'm an adventurer. I'd wager that you are as a merchant over here. A lot of useful things. Here's 25 pennies.
Let me see. That's not very much, but fine. A couple of moons ago, I had a really strange guy as a customer. He wore 2 sabers, like those coal people do, but when he moved, he was really swift about it. Like he was some kind of thief. I think he was an assassin, as they call them. Quiranian contract killers. You can hide within a fortress, but they'll find you. Somehow break into your room and kill you in your sleep. And unlike those everyday scroungers, they know how to wield a sword, like Loram Waterblade did. Who knows? Maybe that'll help you.
Interesting. Did you hear any other stories like that? I'll give him 25 more.
What? That wasn't enough? Let me think. Yeah. There was that wench once, a farmer. She came running into the city as if chased by the Black Guardian and told the guard something about an ambush on her farm. Nothing unusual, you could say, especially nowadays, but apparently the bandits were led by a mage. And, well, if you can believe that farmer woman, she conjured the sunfire down from the sky. Green fire, lightning, the living dead rising from the ground, a wild mage. In other words, one of those sinistropes. But she also knew elemental magic like the keepers do. I wouldn't want to come across someone like her.
You don't say. Very interesting indeed.
Walk blessed.
Good morning.
Greetings. Do you need a potion to refresh your stamina, or are you a user of the arcane arts? I have all you'll ever need.
How's business?
Oh, how nice of you to ask. I can't complain. I suppose the wars in Kilay and Kira make it harder to get your hands on certain wares. But still, life's good. Definitely more comfortable than my time on the road, though.
Your time on the road? You were homeless?
What? No, I was a vagabond, as people like to say. A traveling mage.
Figures. How did you become a vagabond?
You know, I grew up in a village near Duneville. Actually, I had a pretty good childhood there. But when I discovered my magical gifts, well, let's just put it this way. It changed how people treated me, even my own parents. I just felt the need to, I don't know, get out, see some of this world. So after I did the passage to the water, that is, after the order taught me how to use my magic path, I decided not to return to my village and packed my traps and hit the road. Kind of bold, yes. But back then, I didn't care. But I digress.
You did the passage to the water. How was that?
Hard. The Arcanist made it clear that we stood at the crossroads. Either we learn to control the magic, or we become outlaws. It was not a pleasant time, I can tell you that much. The keepers were extremely strict, and you learn to be independent, to not get too close to anybody. But no offense, that's a very personal topic.
You collected 10 knowledge points. As your reward, you receive a permanent bonus of your skills. A bonus which can get stronger when you gather more knowledge. Nice! What happened to the people who didn't make it through the passage?
As I said, I don't want to talk about it. Sorry.
What do you mean by people treated you differently back in your village?
Well, they weren't exactly hostile to me, but it was the small things. Looks, talk going on behind my back. Over time, that just gets to you. But you know, I don't think I can blame them. Especially with the village folk. The word magic is always mentioned together with wild magic, Orbeus, and devastated cities. And all of a sudden, here I am, suddenly one of them who can do those things, even though I don't have Eterna blood. How is that supposed to fit into their worldview? They can't really know better.
What? And you weren't afraid of bandits, for example?
Well, that's one of the upsides of being an Arcanist. You don't need to be a bulk of muscle to defend yourself against a pack of wolves. Plus, back in those days, the roads were safer by far. All these brigands, the frenzied Vatirs, the lost ones, that's new, for whatever reason.
Still sounds tough.
I probably made it sound worse than it was. I've heard that on Niram, magically gifted people get driven out of their village, or worse. I guess I should consider myself lucky.
Thank you for the information. Goodbye now.
Bless.
You too.
And Duneville.
There are so many shops. Where are the horses? Tailoring. Hello.
Morala's blessings, my friend.
So you're from Kile, right? Did you flee the war over there?
Well, flee isn't exactly the right word for it. I call it tactical relocalization. Only a stupid businessman will try to sell spices amidst a civil war.
Man, those are some gigantic oranges.
Hungry? I've got just
What do people on Kile think about those rumors? That the gods are dead?
Well, they are blasphemy. What else? The gods have reigned win for millennia. Whoever thinks one could just kill the gods as they could kill a rabbit must be another fool.
What exactly caused the war? I've heard about it, but never from a countryman.
Oh, well, after those rumors about the Lightborn's death started, the council members must have thought, now's the time for power struggles. Very stupid if you ask me, and very bad for the economy. Thank the sun I was one of the few who fled early enough, but this madness has cost far too many lives. Far too many.
Hey, we got more knowledge!
Farewell.
Thank you, friend! Good morning. South Quarter. My buddy is here. What is he doing?
You're not from here, are you? I heard you talk.
Well, look who's arrived. Did you have any problems finding your way around? This city can be quite a maze if you don't know it.
Not really. I'm used to big cities.
Right, you're from Ostian. I almost forgot. They're quite fascinating, these places, aren't they? You can climb high, and you can fall just as deep. And every place vibrates with life.
That is true.
Here, put this on. And before you ask, yes, it's necessary. Just trust me.
Hey, you're an adventurer, aren't you? Have you been to... Oh, how do they say it?
Did you just give me
Ballet? My
fine
dad
hat,
told me
fine
that's where the
armbands,
petrified
gallant
live.
shoes? That is a lot. Did I just wear them automatically? Oh my god. I'm not so sure about this. Why am I wearing that again?
Who are you?
I know this song. I should keep exploring. Hopefully nothing bad will happen to me now that I changed my clothes. Nobody's going to attack me, for
Yes?
example. Mida Tower Ark discovered.
Yes?
Ark Museum? They have a museum? What was that? Is there a bear here somewhere? Hello? And this town is huge. It will take me forever to explore. Good morning!
Oh, hello. I haven't seen you around here before. Just take a look around and tell me if you see anything you like.
Gundarl supper snack.
What was...
Heartland. Are we outside the city now? This is not considered stealing, is it? Oh, well, the sacks are empty. Coal. I'm looking for salt. Does anybody have salt? The harbor.
Yes?
Where the fuck are the horses?
Madame?
Do you guys have any stables? Where am I supposed to find the horses? Is there anybody here I can talk to? Anybody at all? Am I going up the lighthouse or something? Oh my god, I'm gonna vom. Oh. Yes. 10 out of 100 symbols. We got a long way to go. This is not stealing, is it? Definitely not. Good morning.
Yes?
I don't think the stables are at the harbor. Man, they took the time to build this place. It's gorgeous looking.
Yes?
I really, really like it. Hi, sailor. Flower. Do we have a map of this place? I do. Local map, please. Water economy, commercial trading post. Ark fishing lodge. I should get back into the city again. There's nothing for me here. Oh god, am I lost? I want to go back to the city now. Where the hell is the gates? Oh, so tired.
Madame?
Yes? Can I help you, city guard?
Yes?
I'm new to the city and I'm looking for work. Do you know where I can find any?
Huh? An outlander, aren't you? Let me think.
You could ask old Taiwan from Screws, Hats, Odds and Ends Incorporated. He might have something. Or the Golden Sickle, if you're not afraid of hard work. They're always looking for deed tellers.
Okay, thank you. Goodbye. I don't know, man. I don't see horses. Maybe the game doesn't have any horses. At first I thought this was the stables here. Or maybe here? Ew! The South Quarter. Maybe there is a North Quarter too. Requires key. People stop spitting, it's disgusting! Nobles Quarter, Harbor, Marketplace, Foreign Quarter, Undercity. Sun Temple. Let's go to the Nobles Quarter. Where did my friend go?
Stay right behind me. It's not far.
But wait, I'm still exploring! Hold on!
My dame.
That voice though. My dame? Good morning. Netta Millerman?
Yes?
Excuse me, I'm new in this area. Do you happen to have any tips?
Well, I might. But I'm sure as heck not going to tell you, Moonskin. Now leave me alone. I don't have time for chit-chat.
Racist?
Of course. Especially to people of your kind. Now excuse me. I have to go.
Wow. I don't know what to say. People are being super friendly. And I'm here for less than 10 minutes.
Madame?
Why is it called Foreign Quarter? True women.
Noble citizens of Ark, lick your lips in untamed desire as the ambrosial smells of our unrivaled fresh and tasty bread caresses your nostrils.
Good morning.
You there! You look as if you could do with a fine loaf of our unrivaled fresh and tasty bread. I can see it in your eyes.
What is it that makes your bread so unrivaled, fresh, and tasty?
Well, it is fresh and it is tasty. What are you getting at?
Okay.
Oi, you there. Don't look at me like that. Looking for trouble, eh? Stop ignoring me.
I'm not ignoring you. What's your problem?
You bloody flood your eyes at me, woman. You think I haven't noticed, don't you? You say sorry at once, so I'll smack your mouth.
Your woman. Who is she?
Oh, that you'd like to know, huh? So you can deduce her, me Bernadette. Don't bloody think I'm stupid.
Sorry if I offended you somehow. I don't want any trouble.
Oh, well, you're lucky I'm having a good day. Next time I won't let you off that easy.
Fucking weirdo.
Yes? Madame?
Am I going back to the marketplace? Did I circle around? Well, again, maybe there are no horses and I'm overthinking it. Let's go to... Nice!
Hello.
Let's go back to my friend.
Oh, hello. I haven't seen you around here before. Just take a look around and tell me if you see anything you like.
Where do you get your wares from?
That depends. Some I get from adventurers, some from other merchants, and some I gather myself in old ruins and the like. Or should I say, gathered. Nowadays, you can't even set foot into a deserted house without getting eaten by lost ones. What sad times we're living in.
I'll be back for you later. I'm interested.
Walk west.
Where is Jesper?
Oh my.
The hell is he?
Don't get any younger.
Boring.
Is that a pouch? Yoink! 34 added to the inventory. Holy shit. After you. Where are we going? You didn't tell me. Wait up!
So about this fever. Usually those gifted with magic have to report their talent to the Order, and then pass a ritual that teaches them how to deal with their magic. The journey to the water is what they call it. Once they've passed that, the fever reduces to an endurable level, and new arcanists have their names registered in some kind of holy book. But there are other ways to get rid of the fever, and I hope my employer can tell you about them.
I'm right behind you, don't worry about me.
Okay, almost there.
Dude, you have so much stamina. Holy shit. Are you stuck? You are definitely stuck, aren't you? Yeah, I knew it, see? Dude, you're so fast. I don't have any more stamina, I'm all out. God, this place is fucking huge. Hold on, let me look at my map. We are still in town, by the way. This is just a part of the town. Holy moly. It better have fast travel, just saying.
Hold it, my sir. No civilians beyond this point without explicit permission. Who are you, and what leads you to this holy place?
Business. I'm Jaspar Belveric, and I work for the Naramese mages.
Ah, right. The mercenary. And who's your companion?
Marija de Luna from Ostian, esteemed holder of de Luna's Empire of Tender Fragrance, the most prestigious perfumery in all of Vin. Archmagister Marigil sent for her. Didn't he tell you?
The Archmagister. Well, that does sound like him. Fair enough, you may pass. But show this place the respect it deserves, mercenary. You too, my Dame de Luna.
You have my word, fair lady. Thank you.
You didn't think it would be a good idea to tell me we're doing this? Marita de Luna? What was my name again? Should have written it down, given it to me on paper, so I won't forget.
The light fades away at the end of the day. Ta-dum-dum.
Are you smiling? Is that a stupid smile on your face? Is he trying to get inside, but this guy is in the way?
Walk blessed, madame.
The answer is yes.
Well, that went better than expected.
Marijo de Luna's Empire of Tender Fragrance.
Hey, it worked, didn't it? That's all that matters. Nobody will suspect someone who's already in the temple. Anyway, I think it's about time I tell you a little bit more about this employer of mine. His name is Constantine Firespark, and he's one of Narathzor Orenthiel's former followers, which the new Grand Master, Tialor Orenthiel, brought here by ship about 2 years ago. That means he's one of the former arch-enemies of the Order. They usually wear green, while the Order wears white or red. That should make it easy for you to tell them apart. Firespark's pretty much the eldest of Narathzor's mages, and quite well versed in magic, at least from what I've heard. Plus, he's a very gentle and likable fellow, which is why even the keepers like having him around. Let's hope he can tell us a thing or two about these visions, and help you get rid of the fever. Come, follow me.
I don't even know how many doors we opened and closed on our way here. If the game tells me, hey, go to that building over there where we used to be like 10 minutes ago, I don't remember where that was. I'm sorry about the torch, guys. It is very, very dark in here. It's having some troubles with the staircase.
That's what they are, all of them.
Why are you telling me? I'm just a visitor. Dude, where are you taking me? Why is this place so huge? Is that goop?
Alright, here we are. Hang on.
Can't bloody believe it. That's not how you do it.
Blast it! I'm just being careful. We
Like
have to.
heck we do. Give me that thing, now. Blazes, I just can't bloody believe it. That's what you get for working with fumblers. I told you, we
Nice
should be
Firespark.
careful. What? Now, who the heck are you? Can't an old man have a moment to himself?
You hired me. The Magister, don't you remember?
Oh, right. Joseph the Scrounger. So why are you here? Had any luck?
Just spar. And yeah, we did find something.
Suggest you first of all tell me when I allowed you to drag your flings up here. Do you need me to explain the meaning of the words highly and confidential to you?
I'm sure there's a lot you can explain to me, but let's save that for later. This particular lady over here needs your help, to be frank. Arcane fever.
Is that so? And what exactly has that got to do with me? Let the Keepers and their holy rituals take care of it. What is it with the costume, anyway?
This woman's magic is different, Meiser. Just feel her aura, and you'll see it. Plus, she's from Narim, just as you are.
Well, all right then, for nostalgia's sake. I really hope you're not wasting my time, though. Working with these religious buffoons is bound to make any rational thinking person go bonkers. Anyway, that chair over there. Take a seat, and I'll have a look at that fever of yours.
Jasper, he told me he's likable. I don't like him.
All right then, this will tickle a little. Yeah, you're right. This aura does feel different. Complex somehow and powerful. And do you really want to tell me you've only recently discovered that talent of yours? With that aura, I'm surprised that you haven't turned into an Obaya by now. Fine. Well, that is, we will help you. But first, tell me everything. How you got that magic, and how you met that scrounger.
Pathlessness, wherever you look. Where is this supposed
I see. Regarding this vision thing, I think that your mind simply played a trick on you there. Not that it's much of a surprise, considering what you've been through. Actually, you were quite lucky that the sudden outburst of your glance didn't blow your head right off.
What is my friend doing in the back? Is he stealing stuff? I can't tell. He's just like looting things. Are you telling me I could have looted all this stuff and I missed my chance? Sudden outbursts of my glance? What's a glance?
By all that's holy, I won't start playing your tutor now. If you don't know about the basic functioning of magic, then read something from Balador Goldenstein.
The glance on the sea of eventualities. Alongside, but apart from the reality we're in right now, exist countless other realities, in which some events have different outcomes, so to speak. A version of this very same room, for example, with the very same people in it, only that Meister Firespark's beard is on fire. And what defines an Arcanist, someone capable of magic, is that he or she can see those other realities and let parts of them come true.
Well, look at that, Jasper. You surprise me.
That's what I'm being paid for.
How powerful an Arcanist is depends on 3 factors. How far away are the eventualities that he can see, how well he can bring parts of them into our reality, and finally, how well his mind can handle seeing other realities simultaneously with ours. Lighting a candle is easier than calling a meteor from the sky, to speak plain inal, but as I said, read Goldenstein if you're interested in the topic. I'm not going to waste any time with lectures.
And this chapel on the water. Every time I touch one of those stones, I feel as if, I don't know, as if something comes back to me.
Well, that's probably a sign that you should go easier on the booze. Skill, whether of physical or magical nature, isn't gained through touching some stones, but through hard work and discipline. Even though this screwball Enderalian talk of paths and predeterminations tries to tell us otherwise.
Wherever you look,
Again, I did not just imagine these visions. They felt different somehow. Real.
Well, if that's what you want to believe, go for it. I, in any case, have never come across such a phenomenon in over 50 years of studying magic. And now we should...
It all begins with the dreams.
What the blasted blistering blazes? Does this room look like the bosom of a whore to you? Or what makes you think you can go around touching anything you get your fingers on? These documents are confidential, for heck's sake. I knew it was a mistake to hire a thug like you. Lashery always had a weakness for...
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I remember you telling me something about dreams that led you and Tealor Renthiel here, didn't you, Meister? And you told me that in this vision of yours, the Veiled Woman said this. It all begins with the dreams.
What? Is that true?
It is actually.
Oh. Then this near-death experience you had before you woke up on the shore. Tell me again, what exactly did you see in it? A room?
A glistening white light and charred bodies? But their flesh was a natural gray, and I heard all these voices.
Well, this is strange indeed. Anyway, for now all that matters is that we get that magic of yours under control. Whatever you clairvoyanced back there is of no use to us if you're dead as a doornail in a couple of months.
How can we do that? Get my magic under control?
Well, that's usually a plodding process. The fever you feel is a result of your mind not being able to handle all of these possibilities, so to speak. The ritual the Enderalians practice to get the glance under control is called the Journey to the Water. Put frankly, it means 1 year of hour-long meditation, bland food, and abstinence from anything that makes life worth living. In due time, the Arcanist then learns to filter these other realities from ours, and the fever gets less and less. Anyhow, luckily enough, we Neremes know of a way to quicken that process. A shortcut, if you will. I'm not capable of performing it, but another one of us is. Her name is Lashery, and you should seek her out as soon as possible.
Shortcut? Isn't there a reason this journey to the water is as lengthy as it is?
There is indeed, and this reason is called ignorance. The Order's rituals haven't changed since the Lightborn slipped out of their cradles, and the Keepers do their best to keep anything progressive out of their country. But please, if you're up for a year of austerity and stern-faced magisters scolding you, go for it. I really don't care.
Alright then, I'll do this ritual of yours. Where can I find this Lashery?
She's currently in a ruin called Old Rationgrad, not far from Ark. Just tell her that I sent you. Give me that map of yours. Okay, now you'd have to be a total idiot to miss it. I recommend leaving for the ruin straight away. And you, Joseph, you're going to come with me and show me what your trip to the Sun Coast brought forth. Hopefully, more than a bottle of honey wine and a hangover.
Quite a character, isn't he? But I like him somehow. Here, I owe you this for your help back in Riverville. And in case you're in the mood for a mug of ale and a good chat, just drop by the Dancing Nomad in the Stranger's Quarter. I'll get myself a room there for the time being. With all that said, good luck mastering your magic, my fair lady. I'll see you around.
During the main story of Enderal, you have the opportunity to deepen your bond to several persons. Caution, these missions aren't available forever. If the main story progresses too far, the storylines of some persons stay hidden. Interesting. Teleport to Ark, teleport to the Sun Temple, added to the inventory.
Let's hope he knows what he's doing.
Is it okay if I change back to my old clothes now? Oh, hi. What you got in here? What a mess. Yeah, okay, sorry, I'm leaving. Yoink. I already had that. Yoink, 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 yoink. What the hell is this green goop?
Pathlessness, wherever you look, where is this supposed to lead?
Alright, my job here is done. Is that a... Oh. Nothing I want. Goblet? It's just 2 coins, though. It doesn't go for a lot. Meh. Lame.
Walk blessed.
Is there some kind of problem?
Oh, yes. Guess what? There is. Some people just don't get the meaning of the word reliability.
What are you talking about? Maybe I can help?
Huh. You're not from the Order, are you? Then I wonder what the blazes you're doing here. But, fine. Who am I to reject a helping hand? Elia, the novice who was assigned to me, she's supposed to help me transcribe these Pyrian tomes the Grand Master is so obsessed about. But 2 days ago, she simply vanished. If I were to guess, I'd say she's strolling around enjoying herself somewhere in the Nobles' Quarter. I'd go look myself, but I'm lucky if I get to breathe within all this work. Go find her and tell her to get her bloody ass up here and help me. If you do that, it won't be to your disadvantage.
I'll see what I can do. Find the missing novice, Ilya in Ark. There's way too many people here, I cannot steal stuff.
The Archmagister ordered me back. Feels good to be here, to be honest.
What?
Nothing?
Could have done without them, though.
I don't doubt.
Hey guys, do you have any Hey. Why are you guys keeping those wood elementals in here? A secure chest. All the way. Oh my god.
I wonder how it happens. The infection.
Doobie doobie doom, doobie doom, doobie doom.
The red
ba ba
eyes.
ba ba bum. Yoink. Doobie doobie doo 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 doo.
What happens before that? And how? How can one tell someone else is afflicted?
I don't see any pouches.
That is not
The
fun.
soul gem I'll
You know,
take
I've had
though.
this feeling that there's something wrong with Euro for quite some time, long before it happened.
You don't say. His wife was murdered. Don't you think that would have thrown you out of bounds too? Path-abiding Enderal.
Cannot quite interact with it, just read it I suppose. Okay.
Broke him.
I got what I wanted to get. Let's get the hell out of here.
Only grief. The hatred only came shortly before he did it.
Sorry, but I don't really see what you're going at.
I'm just trying to say that, well, maybe we all should be careful. Maybe it was Euro's grief, his instability, that made him susceptible to the red madness in the first place. But let the flame.
How do I get out of here? Oh, never mind, I found it.
I have to
What?
Nothing. The noble quarter. Well, good luck getting to the noble quarter from here. I don't remember how to get there. I don't remember how to get anywhere.
Carus, why's that?
Marketplace?
I don't know. But I think it's about the tome he wanted me to transcribe.
Work, work,
Well,
work.
never mind.
Wait a minute. What? We can fast travel. Foreign quarter, Barrack quarter, tar pit, arena, main cavern. Everything is here. Arc main gate. Noble's quarter. Yeah. I think the game taught me that I can move through signposts. Now, where is she?
Dark as the sun, light as the night.
Potatoes, garlic, that should be it.
Oh god, everything disappeared. What was your name? Ilya.
Just have to live with her. Madame?
Are you Ilya?
You're not from around here, are you? I know that accent.
Is that a bad thing? Are you Ilya?
Obulus, my dame.
Here you go.
Oh, thank you. You truly are a good person.
I really am not.
That should be it.
Midnight. Yes? Between cobblestone and excretion.
What happened to him?
What?
What the blazes are you doing?
If you have to ask that, you'd better be on your way, my fair lady.
Oh, Atreyu. That should be it.
What, what the hell is this? Dark veils between the fire and ice. The loneliness of the elder man. Yeah. Boom. Pow.
What the? I beg your pardon?
In the fangs of islands, my heart laughs so hot, yet so cold. Oh no, such woe. Cratch. Ooh, yeah.
But by the righteous path, this is incredible. I've never heard anything like this before. Tell me, my lady, where did you learn this? Who taught you poetry?
No one. I'm an autodidact.
Blazes, you're self-taught. Malthus truly did bless you with talent. Tell me, may I interpret your poem? It's just I have to.
Be my guest.
Well then, I hope this is not too much of a leap, but does your first line, the one with the dancing elder between fire and ice, deal with the socio-sexual isolation of old people in feudal societies? I may be wrong, but that was the first thought that came to my head.
That's what I meant indeed by Malthus, and here I was thinking the metaphor was too risky.
No, not at all. I was particularly moved by how you used onomatopoeia in line 4 and 6. Do these brutal noises at the end of each verse symbolize the hedonistic, violent way of life among the common people who have absolutely no regard for the lonely man?
Exactly. Wow. What about the second poem?
Phew. Well, that's a tough one. To me, it sounds like the inner voice of a murderer. Yes, exactly. Here, he celebrates his bloodthirsty way of life. In the fangs of violence, my heart laughs. And then, suddenly, justice ends him, which is once again conveyed through those guttural noises. And I have to say, how you use the uneven number of verses as a metaphor for the discord that results from such a lifestyle is nothing short of brilliant. If that's what you meant by it, of course. You did, didn't you?
Yes. You're incredible. I thought no one would ever understand.
Well, you know what? They wouldn't. The common people, they don't even understand when I tell them I'm a poet. Poet, they ask? What kind of profession is that? So now I simply tell them I'm an innkeep. That is something they are able to grasp with their limited intellect. Easy answers. That's what people long for. But you know what? I would rather die hungry than become one of those soulless pot-boiler artists who make a fortune off their stupid stories. Like Jonas Schmid does. Do you know him? Mundane rubbish. That's all he writes, but you'll find it on every bookshelf. It's a disgrace. Pure and simple.
Why are Smid's stories so bad?
What? What kind of question is that? How can something that so many people like not be rubbish?
You mean anything that's successful has to be trite?
Of course. Not everyone has been blessed with an artist's intellect, you know. There are two kinds of writers. Small minds who give the common people fodder that helps them feel smart, and true artists who want more from life. Those who create, with no greed for gold and fame, bound solely by the calling of the muse.
I guess you're right.
Of course I am. I wish it weren't true, but it is. If only there were more people like us. In the Shackles of Lust, presented by the poet.
I got an achievement for it. It's been a pleasure, Prince Andre. But I'm looking for Elia. Oh god, where am I supposed to find Elia? She could be anywhere. Secure chests are everywhere. Hello!
One day, I'm gonna be an adventurer. And I'm gonna explore the entire world.
Good luck, kid. Where does she live? Does she live here? Do I have to go to her house? Interested in this house? Then request an audience at Children and Friends, the bank at which your money is safe. Huh. We can buy a house? Buy the title deed of a house at Children and Friends. Old Mercer's estate. I believe the rents in this neighborhood would be quite expensive for my pockets, so I don't know. Yeah, everybody here is an aristocrat except for a couple beggars. Excuse me, where can I find this person? Dude, she could be anywhere. He's still going for it, Andre. Oh, the sun is in my eyes. Good morning, city guard. I need to find a signpost. Oh, this takes me back to the barracks. Damn it. Well, the noble quarter is not too huge. What time of the day is it? It's 4:20 p.m. People are going back home at this hour, normally. So I wonder if she's in some house, maybe. Yeah, I should look on the other side.
Cobblestone and excretion. Between darkness and light. Yes?
The fat Leoran. Oh, he probably owns that. He said he's an innkeeper deep down. Excuse me? Excuse
Yes?
me? Dalgaze Estate. What's over here? Tempting. I'm going to try. I'm novice, am I not? The door cannot be opened. Ah! I'm trying to remember the name of the big... wait, what? Uri's house? No. I'm trying to remember the big city in Skyrim. I remember Whiterun. Could she be in the bathhouse? Oh, please don't be naked. Good morning! For a moment I felt we had a connection.
Is it important?
Not really. I'm not looking for you. I'm looking for, I keep forgetting your name. Ilya! Last 2 days and most likely walks around in the nobles or the barrack quarters. So sick could be either or. I haven't found her in the noble quarter, so I know where these two converge. Let's give it another try. Yeah, I don't see any ladies strolling about. Are you the one?
An obulus, my dame, please. The Lord would
I just paid you! I gave you 10 coins!
Yes?
Everybody has been stealing all my money!
Always forward. Always forward. Greetings.
Everybody's so polite. Until they're not. I wish I could run forever. Ilya? Ilya! Ilya, I'm tired. Are you Ilya? This doesn't look like the barracks. Where the hell am I? Where the hell is Ilya? Are you Ilya? I thought the game crashed just now. Can I take it's stealing? Damn it.
This is holy ground, Outlander. You don't belong here.
The Sun Tempuru. The hell am I? Do you guys have a signpost I could use? I'm lost. Oh shit. I took a flower, and now everybody hates me. I'm sorry! I'm sorry! I didn't mean to take that flower! Oh! So what? Are you just gonna kill me? Serves me right. I should have seen it. I should have seen it coming. This is a holy temple. Can we go to... Oh, there's so much walking involved. Let me see. I have some scrolls. Teleport to Ark. Where is it gonna take me though? Where am I? Is this the marketplace? Hello?
Madame?
Yes?
Can I help you?
Search for Jesper in the Dancing Nomad. Use the signposts in the Sun Temple. Use the Myra to travel to the Northern Heartland. What? Oh. Wait, this is not part of the main quest.
Coast and Doonville.
Ahoy.
Ahoy, Baketje!
Anything for fun.
It will take me more than an hour to get accustomed to the layout of this town, for sure.
Yes?
As I said, the offer stands. Just think about it, okay?
The hell is going on here?
Now you're quite the sight. How about a little bit of fun?
No, I don't have money for that. I'm sorry.
As I said,
What the hell is this place?
just think
Where's
about
my
it,
friend?
okay?
I will. Take care.
In the bed. Sorry.
How am I supposed to pay that much? Bloody cutthroats.
Wait a moment. You're an outlander, aren't you?
Is it that obvious?
Only if you know what to look for. I'm one myself, so I do. Balhazel, pleased to make your acquaintance. Tell me, if you're new in this city, are you perchance also looking for work? Excuse me, what was I saying? I'm looking for a hand.
Maybe. Where exactly are you from? You don't look that foreign to me.
Well, neither do you. But to answer your question, I'm Arizaline, but third generation Arizaline, so it doesn't show that much anymore. Apart from my name and my skin, there's little left of my roots, I'm afraid. Anyway, so what did you say? Interested in some well-paid, honest work?
It depends. What did you have in mind?
It's simple. I want you to find something for me. You know, I'm a healer, just like my father was, and my grandfather before that. When he came to this country, he did so because he had been hired by an Arca noblewoman, a bright lady who valued science and the arts of healing. In any case, my grandfather spent a large portion of life working for this lady in an old, abandoned fort near the now deserted village of Fogville. Together with a good dozen other apothecary, he planned for my father to succeed him. But before he had the chance to, the mushroom plague occurred.
Mushroom plague? You mean the plague that destroyed the Whisperwood?
Yes, that one. The spores of those mushrooms have literally sucked all the life from the forest and its surroundings. Plus, they are a threat to everyone who comes close.
I see. Did your grandfather's work have anything to do with that plague?
It does seem likely, doesn't it? Both my father and I have asked my grandfather this question too, but he has always denied it. The plague was a magical phenomenon, a freak of nature, no more, no less. Those were his words. However, I've made some troubling discoveries which have led me to doubt that. I believe the plague might have been fabricated.
Fabricated? But why would anyone want to do that?
Well, this is exactly what I want you to find out. Unfortunately, the noblewoman whom my grandfather worked for has long been dead, and she was the last in their bloodline, so I couldn't find any answers there. But the old fortress where they worked still stands.
Why is this so important to you?
Isn't that obvious? Because I want to understand. You know, we Arzalines believe in the debt of blood. If my grandfather committed a crime, it is my responsibility to atone for it. Plus, I believe that if there was a way to, well, to cure that plague, it is hidden within that fortress. Whatever harm the mushrooms can do, they can also reverse it. My father never cared much about all this, but I'm different. If there's one thing I want to achieve in my life, then it's clarity.
And why don't you just go see for yourself?
Look at me, you'll have the answer. I'm old and far from made for the road to begin with. Furthermore, all those undead who've been roaming the wilderness since that red madness began don't exactly make the idea more inviting. But don't worry, if you succeed, I'll make it worth your while.
Fine then, I'll see what I can do. Where can I find this fortress, and what do you need me to look for?
Reports, scrolls, samples of their work. Anything that could be of relevance. Just look around. Do you have a map? Here, the fortress should be in this area. Best you take Myra to Fogville. In the village harbor, there was a hut where my grandfather lived when he was off duty. Chances are you'll find a key to the fortress there. Good luck, and thank you. If you have found the material, you can find me in the Undercity, near the old waterworks. My laboratory is there.
That was super cryptic and weird. But I'm intrigued. Okay, let's take a small break and I will see you on the next episode of Enderal. Until then, thank you everybody for watching. Have fun, whatever you do. Take care of yourselves and do not forget, keep on gaming. I will see you all next time.